प्रथमं सद्गुरुं वन्दे श्रीकृष्णं तदनन्तरं गुरुः पापात्मना त्राता श्रीकृष्णस्त्वमलात्मना चेतो दर्पणमार्जनं भवमहा दावाग्निर्वापनम् श्रेयः कैरवचन्द्रिका वितरणम् विद्यावधूजीवनम् आनन्दाम्बुधिवर्धनं प्रतिपदम् पूर्णामृता स्वादनं सर्वात्मस्नपनं परं विजयते श्रीकृष्ण संकीर्तनम् नमः कमलना भाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तद्ब्रह्मदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। बोले राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय। This is our final session of Bhakti Shatak here at Yugal Kunj. We have been doing the dohas, verses from this great book written by Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripaluji Maharaj called Bhakti Shatak, 100 dohas, couplets, containing all the philosophy of all the Vedas, all the Shastras, all the scriptures. So now we're going to do verse number 9, but in Bhakti Shatak, verse number 17. Number 9 on your page and verse 17 from Bhakti Shatak. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe,
Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe,
Krishna Jaya Krishna, Jaya Krishna,
Krishna Jaya
Krishna, Jaya Krishna. Hari ko naam रूप गुण हरिजन नित्य निवास राधे राधे
हरि को नाम रूप हरि जन नित्य निवास राधे राधे
सब एक हरि रूप है, सब में सबको वास राधे राधे
सब एक हरि रूप है, सब में सबको वास राधे राधे
जय राधे कृष्ण राधे जय राधे कृष्ण 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 राधे
बोल लाडली लाल की हरि को नाम रूप गुण हरिजन नित्य निवास हरि श्री कृष्ण और राधा कृष्ण his name form virtues leelas saints and abodes. Shri Krishna resides in all of these 100%. Each resides in each. Sabai ek hari roop, all is Shri Krishna himself, and each one resides in each one. Sab mein sab ko vas. Shri Krishna has 6 prominent things. नाम रूप गुण लीला धाम संत 6 his names naam uncountable names roop his form uncountable forms Anant Nama Rupaya. The Vedas say Anant Nama Rupaya. That Sri Krishna has uncountable names, uncountable forms. Gun, his virtues. Infinite, uncountable, Anant. Leela, divine pastimes. Infinite, uncountable. Dham, his divine abodes, also infinite, uncountable. And Sant, those who have attained Shri Radha Krishna, who are always absorbed in the divine bliss of Radha Krishna, they are also infinite. And all of them are the same. Shri Krishna resides in all of them, and all of them resides in Shri Krishna. They reside in each other. They are all the same. Sadhavo hridayam mahyam sadhunam hridayam tvaham. In Bhagavad Mahapuran, Shri Krishna says, I reside in the heart of my saints, I reside in them and they reside in me. Tusidas ji says in the Ramayana, Bhakti Bhakta Bhagavan Guru. Bhakti Bhakta Bhagavan Guru. Chatur Nama Vapu Ek. Bhakti, divine love. Bhakt, one who has attained the divine love of Radha Krishna. Bhagavan, Shri Krishna. Guru, saint. There are four names for one and the same entity. Two hasn't been mentioned here. But the essence is the same. The point is, any one of these we can hold on to, and we will be Ananya. Shri Krishna says we have to be Ananya. This word is very important, Ananya. Anya, the word Anya means others, all others. The whole world, everything, all others. In Sanskrit, when you put the prefix pratyay, an, when we put the prefix an before a word, it gives the opposite meaning. So Anya means all others. Ananya means no other but one alone. Exclusive. Shri Krishna says you have to love me alone. No one else is allowed in the heart if you want to be a devotee, a bhakt. Only Ananyas Chatma Vishwarupo Hya Karta. Mamekam Sharanam Braj. Tameva Sharanam Gaccha Sarva Bhavena Bharata. Many, many places. We have to be exclusive. Eka bharosa, eka aas. Only God. This, in the world, we will say God is very selfish. In the world, nobody objects if we love others. In the world. You love your mother, you love your father, you love your wife, you love the husband, you love the children, the friends. Nobody objects and says, no wife ever says you can't love your mother and father. The mother and father doesn't say you can't love your wife, you can't love your children. Nobody objects. Don't love God. Then they will object. Love anyone in the world. All the relations. Nobody objects in the world as long as we love all in the world. The moment you start loving God, Bhagavan, everybody starts objecting. So Shri Krishna says, in the same way, just as the world say, love all my family, meaning all in Maya, Shri Krishna says, love all my family also. All his family, these 6 things. Anywhere in that, we will be Ananya. Any name of Shri Krishna, any form of Shri Krishna, no Devata, no heavenly being. No Rakshas, no human, no animal. Only any form of Shri Krishna, uncountable form. uncountable dissensions. We hear about the dissensions of Sri Krishna, his avatar. 10, very famous, 24 as in Bhagavad. Is this all? No. Avatarahya Sankhya Hare Satvanidhe Dvijaha. They are uncountable. Sankhya Chetaja Samasti Na Vishwanam Kadachana Brahma Vishnu Shivadinam Tatha Sankhya Na Vidyate. Devi Bhagavad. Hari Ananta, Hari Katha Ananta. Uncountable dissensions. But there's Sri Hari himself, Krishna himself. Any dissension of Sri Krishna, whether it's Shiv, Ram, any, Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati, all. There's Sri Krishna himself, Radha Rani herself. A different form. There's no less or more. To see differences in God in his forms or names, that one form is bigger and one is smaller. Those who worship Sri Krishna alone, oh, Sri Krishna is the supreme. All the others just useless. Small. Those who worship him as Shivji, oh, Shivji is supreme Brahma, supreme Lord. All is Krishna, all is small. Those who worship Durga, oh, only Durga. I don't want to hear no Lakshmi, Radha, all this. This is wrong. All are equal. Same one God, different clothes. Eko Devah Sarva Bhuteshu Gudha Sarva Vyapi Sarva Bhutantaratma Karma Dhyaksha Sarva Loka Divasa Sakshi Cheta Kevalo Nirgunascha Shvetashvatara Upanishad chapter 6 verse 11. The Vedas are saying there's only one God, Eko Deva. And he has uncountable name, uncountable form, and he is all equal. God is not an entity that we can cut into little pieces, fractions, and one fraction is bigger than another fraction. No, he is Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnata Purnamadachite Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. He is such an entity that if you subtract infinite, he remains infinite. According to what you want to attain, if you worship Durga, you will go to Durga Lok. If you worship him as Shiv, you will go to Shiv Lok, you will attain moksha. If you worship him as Sitaram, you will go to Saket Lok. And if you want the highest bliss, then you have to worship him as Radha Krishna, Golok. I was saying a few days ago, made a little, in the words, controversy, that one form, that the Sri Radha Krishna is the higher form than Sitaram. That was just an error in the words. Same Radha Krishna is the same Sitaram. There's a difference in the bliss. Bliss. Somebody asked the question. So I explained that Madhurya Bhav, Gopi Prem, can only be attained in the form of Radha Krishna. The highest bliss. Mahabhav, Bhavish Mahabhav, Bhakti. Sitaram, the highest you can go is Vatsalya Bhav. The lowest relation is Dasya Bhav. Higher than Dasya Bhav, this is the love of a servant for a master, that's also present in Sitaram. Higher than that, Sakya Bhav, loving the Lord as one you love a friend. Also in Sitaram, you can love Shivji as a friend also. Higher than that, Vatsalya Bhav, loving God as your own child or mother, father, that we can do in most of them. Madhurya Bhav, the highest lover-beloved relation. The love of a lover-beloved, that's only in the form of Radha Krishna. This is why when Bhagwan Shri Ram went in the Dandak Van, the forest called Dandak Van, and the Paramhans sages, seeing him so beautiful, started loving him as a woman would love a man. Shri Ram told them, not in Rama avatar, impossible. When I come back in Dwapar Yuga as Krishna, you will come as gopis. Then Madhurya Bhav. So in the terms of bliss, the highest bliss of Maharas, if that's our aim, if we want to attain the highest, then we have to love the form of Radha Krishna exclusively. But do not give disrespect to any other form. Oh, I worship Radha Krishna, I don't want to even see Sitaram, I don't want to hear about Shiv, Durga. No, no, no. This is called Namaprad, unpardonable sin. You lose everything. My Ishtadev, the one I only focus my mind on is Radha Krishna, but Shiv Parvati, Shiv Durga, you are also form of Radha Krishna. I give my respect to you. I don't concentrate on love you in that form, but I give my respect because you're the same Radha Krishna. We never make that mistake to see differences in God's name and forms. Oh, some people claim they love Radha Krishna and they call Shiv a demigod. In other words, a celestial being, a worldly thing. So they don't want to even hear about Shiv. And they claim that they are followers of Gaurang Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu himself said to do that is the greatest Namaprad. So don't ever make that mistake. So anyone of these six we hold on to, name, form, virtues, pastimes, abodes, saints. Any gopi saint, because we want to attain gopi prem. If you want to attain something, then the guru that you have must have it also to give it to you. You can't go to a Das saint, a saint who has attained God in terms of Dasya Bhav, that I am a servant and Shri Krishna is my master, the Lord is my master, and he's going to give you Gopi Prem? Impossible. To attain Gopi Prem, you have to go to a saint who has attained that Gopi Prem also. He only can give what he has. You can't get more than him. Oh, I can get more than my guru. If it's a worldly person, you can. He's not even a guru. But in terms of saint, whichever saint you follow, that's all he can give you. So, all is all within each other. Shri Krishna is in all. So anyone we accept and worship in these six, focus our mind, meditate, we will be Ananya, exclusive. Jaya Radhe, Jaya. And you all who sing, and please try to keep fast. You pull it, you're going too slow. And you pull him back, the drum player. जय राधे जय राधे
राधे जय राधे जय राधे
कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय कृष्ण
कृष्ण जय कृष्ण जय कृष्ण
सब शक्ति है नाम में मन निशिदिन आराध राधे राधे
सब शक्ति है नाम में मन निश आराध राधे राधे
पर नहीं शक्ति न लाभ तीन किए नाम अपराध राधे राधे
नहीं शक्ति नाम किए नाम अपराध राधे राधे
सबय शक्ति है नाम में और मन निशिदिन आराध्य। नाम में भगवान इतना दयालु है, उन्होंने अपने नाम में सब कुछ जितनी शक्तियां उनके पास है सब भर दिया नाम में। The Lord is so merciful that He has taken all His power, every power He has, and put in the name. Gaurang Mahaprabhu ji says, Naam naam kari bahudha nij sarva shaktis tartar pita niyamita smarane nakala etadishi tava kripa bhagavan mamapi दुर्दैवमी दिशमिहा जनिनानुराग शिक्षास्तक। गौरांग महाप्रभु said, हे श्री कृष्ण, यू आर सो मर्सीफुल, आप इतना दयालु है कि आपने अपना अनंत शक्तियां को लेके भर दिया नाम में। यू हैव टेकन ऑल योर इन्फिनिट पावर एंड पुट इन द नेम। वो बैठे हैं नाम में। गॉड इज सिटिंग इन द नेम। नाम और नामी में भेद नहीं होता। There's no difference between God and His name. Not even 0.0001% difference. जब भगवान आते हैं संसार में अवतार काल में, तो हम लोग लाभ नहीं मिलते हैं, नहीं ले सकते। When God descends in the world during His descension period, avatar, we the worldly people, we don't benefit. Huh? Yeah, we were there. We the soul, anadi hai na, we are beginningless, eternal. Whenever God has descended in this world as Ram, Krishna, etc., we were there. जब जब अवतार लिए भगवान ने, हम थे, देखा, we saw. But जाकी रही भावना जैसी प्रभु मूर्ति dekhi tin taisi. How we are in the inside, that's how we saw. If we are of a tamasic nature and we saw Bhagavan, oh, he's a very bad man, bahut bura aadmi hai. If we were of a rajasic nature and we saw Bhagavan, oh, I know he loves money, he's a very greedy fella. He loves power, money. And if we are of a sattvic nature and we saw Bhagavan, oh, he's a good man. Acha aadmi hai. Better than me, but good. Acha, bas. The same applied to the saints whenever we met a saint. And God and the saints, they are beyond Maya. So no one benefits when God, during his descension period, those who saw, who loved, वो सब संत, they were all saints. In the Ramayana, Tulsidas ji says, Ek nari tar. Only one person benefited 11,000 years. Shri Ram stayed on this earth in his descension. During that 11,000 years, only one person benefited, Ahilya. और कृपालु जी कहते हैं कि उसमें भी डाउट है, क्योंकि रामायण में लिखा है कि पति के लोक में गए. अगर पति भगवान के पास गए तो ठीक है, लेकिन अगर वो कोई स्वर्ग में है या कहीं आओ तो. And the saint Jagat Guru Tam Shri Kripaluji Maharaj says that even there's a doubt. Because in Ramayana it didn't say she went to Bhagwan. After Bhagwan put his lotus feet on her, the dust of his feet, and the stone, she was in the form of a stone, Patthar. The husband had cursed her. She went to wherever her husband was, whichever abode. It didn't write where the husband was. It didn't say she went to Bhagwan. Now if the husband was with Bhagwan, it's fine, but if suppose he's in some swarg or something, nobody benefits. When Bhagwan leaves this world, अब संसार को छोड़ के अपने धाम में वापस जाते हैं, तो जो छोड़ देते हैं पीछे नाम, लीला, एक्सेट्रा, ये पढ़ के, ये गा के भगवान के पास जाते हैं. When God leaves this material world and goes back to his divine abode, what he leaves behind, his divine pastimes, name, etc., we take that and be able to go to God. A saint now writes a book, Bhagavad Mahapuran, Ramcharitmanas. We read his divine pastimes and we fall in love with God. We chant his name and we go to God. Some people sing, Ram se bara Ram naam hai. That greater than Ram is the name of Ram. And you are saying that the name is equal to Ram? It's equal. Why they are saying it's greater than Ram? Because when Ram comes, descends in the world, no one benefits. When he leaves, we take hold of his name and go to him. So because no one benefits from him personally being here, but we can take his name and go to him, this is why it's saying, the bhajan is saying, the saint, that greater than Ram is the name of Ram. They are the same. बराबर है. We have to develop that faith. हम लोग को विश्वास नहीं है. नाम गाते टोटे की तरह, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. We don't have faith. We sing God's name like a parrot. Radhe, 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 and no feeling. Sukha. So dry. If that realization is that Radha Rani is sitting in the name, वो बैठे हैं नाम में, One Radha Naam, one name, and that's it. You'll fall on unconscious with bliss. But we don't have that belief, that faith, that Radha Rani is sitting in the name, Shri Krishna is in the name. Otherwise, when we chant Maha Mantra, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, oh, so much bliss. We'll taste that bliss of Shri Krishna. So we have to develop that. लेकिन एक बात है, पै नहीं शक्ति न लाभ तिन किए नाम अपराध. There's one thing here though. The second line says, but we don't attain benefit from the name because of wanting Naam Aparad. This Naam Aparad, there are many kinds of sins. There are 5 Mahapap, great sins. Mahapap is called. What are the 5? Stealing gold, drinking alcohol, killing a Brahman, wasting all the Vedas, interfering with the wife of a saint, and anyone who helps anyone in these 5 are called Mahapap. Great sin. The biggest one in these 5, Sharab Pina, drinking alcohol. The biggest one. But there was one even bigger than drinking alcohol. Sharab Pina se bhi bara. And that is Naam Aparad. The sin which is called Naam Aparad. Having negative feelings. The 6 I mentioned. Having negative feeling in any one of these 6. Having negative feeling about a form of God. Any one of His name. Uncountable names. His forms. His virtues. His leelas. Having doubt about the leelas. Why did Ram hide behind a tree and kill Bali? He couldn't be God to do that. Dham, not realizing that Vrindavan is Shri Krishna Himself, and you go to Vrindavan and you tell lies, you do wrong things. Oh, be very careful. Committing sins anywhere is a sin, but when you go to a divine place, like the abode where Shri Krishna lived, that sin gets multiplied many, many times. And the saint, this is the biggest one in all this. Vishnu sthani kitam papam guru sthani pramuchyate, guru sthani kitam papam bhajalepo bhavishyati. The scripture says, if someone curses God, Bhagwan ko gali dete hain, as people do in the world when you don't get what you want. You think bad about God, Guru forgives, the saint will forgive, will save you from that. But if someone has negative thinking about a saint, a true devotee of God, tries to harm a devotee of Bhagwan, Bhagwan will never forgive. वो कभी क्षमा नहीं करेंगे. So this Naam Aparad, the other sins I talked about, even drinking alcohol, killing a Brahman, waste in the Vedas, Brahma Hatya, they are karma. Certain actions in the Vedas, rituals, that one can perform is called prayashchit karma. That one can perform and be forgiven for that sin. Prayashchit karma, repentative action in the Vedas. But Naam Aparad, there is no repentative action, no prayashchit karma that anyone can do to be forgiven for that. This Naam Aparad, it is so dangerous that if you commit Naam Aparad, you can chant the name of Bhagwan for millions of years, you won't get any. वो जो बीज है भक्ति का वो सूख जाते हैं. That very seed from which bhakti is going to sprout gets destroyed. when we commit Nam Aparad. We have to be very careful, extremely careful. So we don't know who is a saint, who is not. Just be neutral if you don't know. And if you think, if you can't be nice, then be neutral. But don't be negative. Don't hurt anyone. Parapira samanahi adhamai. There's no greater sin than causing hurt to another, the scripture says. Especially if the person you hurt is a true devotee, a saint, then you're in big trouble. Big trouble. So we have to be very careful. Let's go on. Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe.
Oh Radhe, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Radhe.
Krishna, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Krishna.
Krishna, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Krishna.
Bandhana moksha ka, bandhan aur moksha ka कारण मन ही बखान. राधे राधे.
मोक्ष का कारण मन ही बखान. राधे राधे.
याते कौने हूँ भक्ति अरु करु मन ते हरि ध्यान. राधे राधे.
भक्ति करो, करो मन ते हरि ध्यान. राधे राधे.
So the verse before was number 18 in Bhakti Shatak, and this one is number 19. 19. बंधन और मोक्ष का कारण मन ही भगवान. The cause of bondage as well as liberation is the mind alone. Vedas say, Man eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho. Brahma Bindu Upanishad. Second mantra. The Vedas are saying, Man ev, the mind alone, is the cause of bondage as well as liberation. बंधन और मोक्ष का कारण मन ही होता. In other words, the performer of our actions is the mind. भगवान मन को नोट करते हैं. मन हमारा विचार, वो इंद्रियों का कार्य नहीं नोट करते. Bhagwan does not note what we do physically. You're doing all the puja, all the havan, offering all the jal, chanting all the name of Bhagwan, visiting all the place of pilgrimage, bowing to all the saints we meet, but with the mind elsewhere. That is like multiplying by zero. You'll get zero. Zero multiplied by 1,000,000, zero. Zero multiplied by 1,000,000,000, zero. 0 गुना अरब बराबर 0. Until the mind is not there. मन युक्त हो तब भगवान नोट करेंगे. ये हम लोग ये संसार में बहुत लोग भक्ति सब बहुत कुछ करते हैं, लेकिन यहां इसका मिस्टेक है. In the world people do so much spiritual activity, but this is where the mistake is. Where the mind is, nobody pays attention. Doing jap, chanting the name of the Lord, doing puja, everything, but the mind elsewhere. So that's why we don't get benefit. तो याते कौनिहु भक्ति करू, करू मनते हरि ध्यान. So it is only called bhakti. ये भक्ति कहेंगे जब मन युक्त है, मन से प्यार करेंगे. It will only be called bhakti when we associate the mind, when we meditate on Radha Krishna while chanting the name. Then it is bhakti. Otherwise, physical drill. देखो कुछ नए लोग हैं तो थोड़ा साधना के बारे में कहना चाहिए. There's some new people, so want to tell a little bit about bhakti, sadhana bhakti. How to do sadhana. There are 3 mantras in Brahma Sutra that tells about sadhana, meditation, ध्यान. जब साधना करेंगे तो कैसे करना? When you're going to do sadhana, how to do it? What should you do? So there are 3 mantras. First, Achalatvacha Peksham. Asina Sambhavat. First mantra. Sorry. Asina. Asin. When you do sadhana, you have to sit with your legs crossed. Palti marke. Like this. Not lotus position or anything. Palti marke. Just cross your legs and sit. Lete हुए करेंगे. Somebody is going to lie down. You get too comfortable, you will fall asleep. If you stand up, you get tired. You want to do 1 hour, 2 hours sadhana. You sit on a chair, you get too comfortable, you fall asleep too. So the best position, the scriptures are saying, like how I'm sitting here, with the legs crossed. Asina Sambhavat, first mantra. Second mantra, Achalatvacha Peksham. Keep the back straight. Be alert. सावधान होके. अब ध्यान करने जा रहे हैं. We're going to meditate on God. We're going to do sadhana. So you have to be alert. Some people without getting a wall to lean back on. A young Jawan. This brings, look, the mind, ये मन है ना, महाचंचल है. This mind is extremely wayward. So any kind of slackness in position will cause that wayward mind to wander away. या और भागेंगे जल्दी. नींद आएगी. आप देखो एक लेडी अभी सो रही है. इस समय बहुत अच्छा नींद आती है. One lady is sleeping so soundly, such wonderful, and she is sleeping. This is such. At this time, she gets the most happiness in the sleep. It's so sweet. I don't think she gets such much happiness sleeping on the bed. And this is all because of slackness. Saudhan nahi karte. We're not alert. Once you get comfortable, I remember many years ago in the 80s, Maharaj used to keep a sadhana program, a little hall in Mangar, chota sa hall. And especially when it's getting to the cooler part of the month of the year, November, etc. So it's getting a little colder in India, cool. So all these old ladies, they will walk with their big shawl. And they will well rub themselves in the shawl. And they sit like this to do sadhana, and they fall asleep. सो जाते हैं बहुत. Hare Ram Kirtan is going on, Maha Mantra, and they fall asleep. And then sometime they wake up, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. बीच में. And should someone say, hey, you're sleeping? No, I'm not sleeping. I'm just closing my eyes, that's all. I'm meditating. Dhyan, aap nahi jante, you don't know. And they are. You know when you've fallen asleep? You know what you're doing? You're saying to Nidra Devi, there's a Devi of sleep. Her name is Nidra. You're saying to her, please come, please come, please come. So when you do like this, you're saying to her, come, come, come. So she's going to come. So you do like this. And you fall asleep. If you're alert, saudhan hoke, keep the back straight, be alert, then there's a bigger chance of not falling asleep. The percentage gets less. So saudhan hoke, we have to be alert. Your man maha chanchal, the mind is extremely wayward. Don't give it a chance. And the third mantra, Dhyanacha, Durup Dhyan, Brahma Sutra. Meditate on the form of God, on the form of Radha Krishna, the form of a saint. And to help in that, we should use some bhajan, kirtan, written by some saint. Sant likit. Kuch bhajan kirtan saath mein lo. Don't use the songs created by worldly people. Filmy bhajan. People love to sing the filmy ones. So much saints have come. Tulsidas, Surdas, Meera, Tukaram, Gaurang Mahaprabhu, Jagagurutam Sri Kripaluji Maharaj. Thousands of bhajan, kirtan. We don't like that. We want to sing the filmy one. The ones written in the film, film mein jo banaya hai. So there's harm in that. Why? There's harm. There's God's name, isn't it? Why is it given harm? There's God's name. There's God's name. But when a saint is writing, one who's attained God realization, when someone attains God realization, he stops doing everything. Before God realization, जो भी हम करते हैं अपना सुख के लिए, आनंद के लिए. Before God realization, whatever we do is because we are trying to attain happiness. We haven't attained it yet. जब भगवत प्राप्ति किया, one who has attained God realization, वो अनंत आनंद मिल गया, he has attained infinite happiness, then he shouldn't do anything anymore. You can question him. Hey, क्यों बैठे हैं? Why are you sitting? Okay, I'm standing. क्यों खड़े है? Why you standing? Okay, I'm lying down. You can question him. The fact is, he does nothing. कोई भी सेंट, कोई भी संत कुछ भी नहीं करते. No saint does anything. So he's doing all these things, singing, writing. Not him. Hari. After God realization, जो करे so Hari करे. After God realization, whatever a saint is doing, Shri Krishna is doing it, not the saint. He doesn't do anything anymore. Sant karte. He is become, all action is finished, stop. Now Shri Krishna takes over. So when a saint is writing, Shri Krishna himself is writing. Look, why do we worship Ramayana? Why do we worship Bhagavad Mahapuran? If we thought some worldly person wrote this book, we will not worship it. Some man. Because we know that Sri Ram himself wrote that Ramayana through the pen of Tulsidas, we worship Ramayana. We worship Bhagavad, etc. Otherwise, the divine books, these are divine. So when a saint is writing, Bhagwan himself is writing. So these are divine words. It is filled with power. Shakti isme bhare hai. A worldly person has no power. Is not going to have that same power. And secondly, क्योंकि भगवान ही लिखते हैं, तो वहां गलती हो ही नहीं सकती. Because God himself is writing, when a saint is writing, there is no chance of error, mistake. When a worldly person is writing, he's on the Maya, he's going to write a lot of worldly things. Wrong things. That's why it's so dangerous when we to sing the bhajans written by worldly people. So use the bhajans of saints. Choose about 10, 20 and chant loudly. And most important, shed tears. Asu bahao. Without tears, no bhakti. ये भक्ति है ही नहीं बिना आंसू. Until we shed tears for Radha Krishna, for the saint, that bhakti is not bhakti. These tears are the most important thing. इसलिए भगवान हमको आंसू दिया. This is the reason, the only reason Bhagwan has given us tears, not to cry for the world. यही हम करते हैं. We cry all the tears for the world. वो कपड़ा गंदा है, इसको और गंदा बना दो. This cloth of our mind is dirty from uncountable lifetimes of sins. Make it more dirty when we cry for the world. A dirty cloth, you need clean water, pure water, pavitra pani. And pure water is only two, Hari Guru, God and the saint. When we shed tears for God and the saint, we make this dirty cloth of the mind pure. We cleanse it of the spirit of the sins, dirt. That's why these tears should be shed only for Hari Guru. Anytime we shed tears for the world, we are making the heart, the mind more dirty. It's like taking a dirty piece of cloth and dipping it in a dirty bucket of mud, grime, grease water. और गंदा हो जाएंगे. आंसू बहाना, लेकिन सिर्फ हरि गुरु के लिए. We have to shed tears, but only for God and the saint, not for the world. No matter what happens in the world, never shed tears there. You're working so hard to shed a tear for Sri Krishna is so difficult, and then you go and cry in the world, like all your work is gone. You work very hard for $2, बहुत मेहनत किया 2 पैसे के लिए, $2, और खर्च किया 100,000. You work very hard to earn $2 and you spend 1,000. Does it make sense? So we have to be very careful with our bhakti, not to lose it. So shed in tears. और ये भक्ति रोज करना. जैसे हम खाना खाते हैं रोज शरीर के लिए, तो आत्मा के लिए भी खाना खाना चाहिए. Huh? We eat every day, 3 times a day, at least sometimes more. To keep for the body, to keep the body, to nourish the body, this material body. Body belongs to us. We're not the body, we're the soul. So just as we eat every day to keep the body healthy, we have to eat every day to keep the soul, to nourish the soul also, the Atma, who we are. And because, so we eat food, chapati, dal, soup, bread, vegetable. We eat all of that for the body. Can we give that to the soul, Atma? वो खिला सकते आत्मा को? No. We cannot give it to the soul. Why? Because soul is divine. It's a fraction of Shri Krishna. Ansha hai Shri Krishna ka. So we have to give it divine food. And what is divine food? When we sit down and chant the name of Radha Krishna, we shed tears for them. We meditate on their form and shed tears. We increase our love for them. That is food for the soul, the Atma. So just as we eat food every day for our body, we have to eat food every day for the soul, who we are also. Sadhana, we have to do every day. Some of us, if we miss one meal, we want to die. And that's for the body. And we don't feed ourselves uncountable lifetime, and we don't feel bad. Kuch nahi. So we have to eat for the soul also. This is very important. वो भी खिलाओ, बहुत important. जो असली हम, who is our real self, who we really are, the soul, the Atma, we have to feed ourselves also. So, more or less, other things I've already explained, some verses here. There's no need to go on. We have gone through this in detail. Like, for example, the next one is Krishna Kripa Binu Jaya Nahi Maya Ati Balwan. This is number 29 in Bhakti Shatak. Sharanagat Parho Kripa Yeh Gita Ko Gyan. So, we hear about Maya. The reason for all our sufferings in the world, that we have to rotate in the 8.4 million species, जो 84 लाख योनि में भटकते हैं, इसका कारण है माया. So we want to become free from Maya. ये लक्ष्य है हमारा. This is our aim. Without the grace of Shri Krishna, no one can become free from Maya. Gita, Shri Krishna says in Gita, this is the philosophy of the Gita. Daivi hesha gunamai mama maya duratyaya mame vaye prapadyante maya metantarantite. Chapter 7 verse 14 Gita. Shri Krishna says Maya is not an illusion, as people say. वो भ्रम नहीं है, वो दैवी हिस्सा. Maya is a divine power. और मेरी माया, he says Maya is a power that belongs to him. तो कोई भी अपने बल से माया को पार नहीं कर सकते. No one can cross Maya by themselves. How to cross Maya? मामे वये प्रपद्यन्ते. जो मेरे पूर्ण शरणागत हो जाए, शरण में आ जाएंगे, तब माया को पार कर सकते. Bhagavan says only the one who completely surrenders to him can become free from Maya. In other words, only when, because Maya is his power, only when Shri Krishna says to Maya, ab isko chhod do. Leave that one out of their mind. That person who is completely surrendered to Shri Krishna, then Maya will go. So without the grace, and how are we going to get the grace of Shri Krishna? Sharanagati, we have to surrender. इनका शर्त है, एक शर्त है श्री कृष्ण का, एक शर्त, वन कंडीशन ऑफ श्री कृष्ण, मेरी शरण में आ जाओ. गीता का अंतिम सिद्धांत, द लास्ट फिलॉसफी ऑफ गीता, सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य मामेकम शरणम ब्रज. अर्जुन, give up all dharma, all obligations. Give up all virtues as well as vice, everything. And take shelter in Shri Krishna alone. Surrender to Shri Krishna. Then, aham tvam sarva papebhyo moksheshami ma suchaha. I will free you from all uncountable sins, from uncountable past lifetimes, and give you everything divine. Chapter 18, verse 66, many places. So we have discussed all of these things in detail before. This is a repetition. All right? So you have heard. Now it's for us to go and put into practice. वो practical रूप में डालना पड़ेगा. आप फिलॉसफी सुनते हैं, सिद्धांत सुनते हैं, रोज पढ़ते, बस पढ़ते हैं, ज्ञान हो गया. नहीं नहीं नहीं, प्रैक्टिकल रूप में लाना. We can hear all the philosophy and we can give lecture also, like how I'm giving lecture. But until we don't put into practice, it's useless. We have to put into practice. Abhyas, Shri Krishna says, abhyas, constant practice. So listen, philosophy, oh, it's so good, what you say is very good, I like it. But we don't put into practice, is not going to be of any benefit to us. जब तक ये practical रूप में नहीं लाएंगे, we have to put into practice. Then we'll benefit. शेष फिर कभी. The rest, some other time. बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की, श्रीमद सद्गुरु सरकार की, सियावर रामचंद्र की, पवन सुत हनुमान की, युगल कुंज की जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे. So, according to the schedule, now you have an opportunity to ask questions. Any questions you may have, you can ask now. We have the remote mic.
राधे राधे.
Yeah, go ahead.
When we do daily prayers and arati, is that considered sadhana?
Yeah, everything is sadhana. Don't just do daily prayers like a parrot, right? Maharaj has admonished us. एक आदमी बोल रहे, टोटे की तरह दूसरे ऐसे repeat कर. Maharaj is scolded in a lecture that one person is just saying like a parrot, other one is repeating. Right? So we have to, when you do pratna, meditate on what the prayer, don't just say words. We have to meditate on what the meaning. When we do arti, every line is what is saying. That Radha Krishna is standing there with a beautiful crown on their head, with beautiful earrings, and looking at you with love in their eyes. Their voice is so sweet, their glance is so sweet, etc. So you should think about that, meditate. Not just wave a light, Jai Arati Pritama Pyari Ki. No, we have to meditate. All right? Arti, tab arti hai. It is only arti when we meditate, when we think about what I am doing. Every line. That's why it's important to know this by memory. All the prayers, this is one of Maharajji's agya, his instruction. All satsangis should know all the prayers and artis by memory. But you don't have to look in the book. One satsangi has been in satsang more than 20 years. Last time I said, do Guru Arti, grab him for a book. And find the book and still can't sing it. ये अच्छा नहीं है. कितने साल सत्संग में? How long has been in satsang? And up to now can't even do Guru Arti. मतलब घर में कुछ करते नहीं. In other words, that person never does sadhana at home. Never. If you're practicing, at least you'll remember something. कुछ अभ्यास नहीं है. What is the use of being in satsang so long, 25 years, 30 years? Nothing. So we should know all this from memory. Then you can meditate. And then I'm singing, I know what I'm singing, every word, I know the meaning. Iska arth bhi janta hu. Then I can meditate. That Sri Radha Krishna is looking at me with love in their eyes. And I'm seeing how they look, that love in their eyes. I'm seeing the beautiful crowns on their head. I'm doing Guru Arti. What is a Guru Arti? That there's a light that comes from the toenails of the Guru, which destroys Maya in my heart. Does anybody think about that? Jayati Jagada Guru. Let's sing in word. What's the use? That the one whose Guru put his hand on their head, all undercard, darkness, every ignorance is destroyed. Through the grace of the Guru, one attains the divine love of Radha Krishna. This is what is written in the Arti. But do we think about that? We don't even know what the Arti is. We have to look in a book for it. And I don't know why I don't get benefit. I try sadhana. What sadhana are you doing? We make up sadhana in our own mind, I guess, what sadhana is. So don't do arti unless you're doing sadhana. Dhyan, Roop Dhyan. What's the use doing waving a light if you don't do Roop Dhyan? Don't do it. Forget it. It's useless. Just taking a light, a diya, and waving before Bhagwan. Bhagwan needs light. Unless you're meditating on every line what is saying. Shedding tears. Then it is arti. Or else don't do it. Then you will get benefit. So whether it's pratana, whether it's arti, whether it's the prayers, whether it's bhog, all that is sadhana. All. Not just sitting down and singing Dwar Patitai Kayuri Kishori Radhe. That is sadhana also. But arti is also sadhana, pratna. All that is part of your sadhana. We should do every day. Maharaji is very, very strict when it comes to arti. Once he told someone, there's a reason, but he says the reason I accept for someone not to attend an arti is a death certificate. Imagine how much value he puts on arti. And many people don't even care to be in arti. They don't do arti at all. So there's something very important about arti that he'll make a statement like that. But we have to do it in the right way. Not just take a tali and run in and pushing your chara to do arti and you don't even know what you're doing. क्या कर रहे उस समय? क्या सोच रहे? What are we thinking? What are we doing? सब में लाभ है. Everything has benefit, but it has to be done in the right way. The right way. All right. So good question, because many people don't do it properly. Many people. Give her a mic again.
Is there a specific sequence we should go?
Yeah, the same sequence we do in Mangar. There are artis in the morning, artis in prayers in the morning, arti in the evening, prayers. If you can't do both time, you do in one time, do all. You know, do all the arti, the prayers, do the daily prayers, then the arti, then the other pratnas. First, like how we do, and then do bhog, and then you sing. Whatever you want to do, dhyan afterwards, sadhana. But all is part of your sadhana. Do the prayers and arti first.
राधे राधे।
Radhe Radhe.
ये प्रवचन सुनना क्या श्रवण भक्ति नहीं कहलाती?
वो श्रवण भक्ति है, ये एक भक्ति है, श्रवण भक्ति। लेकिन वो श्रवण करने का भी तरीका है। So she is asking the question, if listening to pravachan is not Shravan Bhakti, that's what Shravan Bhakti is, listening to pravachan. But in that also there is a way how to listen, right? You have heard the story that once in a village, some Pandit was doing Bhagavad. Bhagavad, people do Bhagavad 7 days, all these things. So there was a rich businessman, and with the idea that his son will get some material benefit, he told his son, you should go and listen to Bhagavad also. So the son went to listen to Bhagavad. English samajhti hai na?
Awesome.
So then he went, and that day the Pandit was given the katha. There's a katha called Harishchandra in Bhagavad, that he spoke only the truth. Satyavadi. He will never speak of false. He was tested in the most way, and yet he kept speaking the truth. So, and that sin, that to tell a lie is a big sin and you will go to hell, etc. So, this boy was so impressed with that lecture, he decided from that day he is going to speak the truth also. So, when he went back to the shop, the business, and the customers will come, he will tell them, and they would come and ask for some item. He said, look, my father bought this thing for $20, but he's selling for $40. So I'm giving you for 20 what my father paid for it. And when he would weigh some object, the scale long ago, you know, like a balance, so the father put a magnet on one side. Chumbak leke chipka diya ek jagah. So when you're weighing for 1 pound, he's cheating you 4 ounces. So I'm giving you 4 ounces extra for every pound. So in a short while, the business started to go down, no profit. So the father wanted pita ne socha kya ho raha hai? The father wondered what's happening. So he decided to go and peep and see what the son was doing. And he saw the son is doing all his thing. He got so angry. When the customer left, he went and gave him one slap. Hey, Jhapar, you fool! How is he going to run a business? Why are you doing this? Oh, father, Pitaji, you told me listen to Katha. And I went and I listened, and the Pandit say, you know, you have to speak the truth, and Harishchandra, and if you lie, you will go to hell. And I decided I'm going to speak the truth. Gadha. There's a way to listen to Katha. I have listened Katha my whole life, the father said. When you go and the Swami and the Babaji, the Pandit is speaking, take some piece of cloth you have, your dupatta, rumal, some handkerchief or piece of cloth, and spread in front of you like this. Bichao. And now when the Pandit is speaking, everything come here. Or the Swamiji is giving lecture, everything come here. And when he's finished, you shake everything out right there, stay here. And you go. In other words, you don't accept anything. It goes through one ear and come out the other one. So in the world, that's not Shravan Katha. That's not Shravan Bhakti. When we listen with our mind absorbed, fully attentive, then it is Shravan Bhakti. And plus it will be Shravan Bhakti if it is the words of a saint. If we are listening to worldly people, then how can it be Shravan Bhakti? We'll be talking all kind of wrong things, right? Worldly things, then it's not Bhakti anymore. So it has to be the words of a saint. Then it will be Shravan Bhakti. So there are conditions, all right? Para, you don't have a question? You sure? Okay, I have a question. Why you sleep so late? With the mic?
I can't fall asleep.
You can't fall asleep? In the night? What do you do in the night?
Try to fall asleep.
What she said? You keep trying and it doesn't happen. So when you fall asleep, you have no idea. Achha. You are already suffering from insomnia? This happens to adults because they are worried about so much things, right? They are worried about the business, they are worried about what if I get fired, they are worried about the job, they are worried about the kids not behaving properly. They have so much things to worry, stress, adults, so they get insomnia. A little kid doesn't worry about anything. How can you have that already? Oh, you're thinking too much about play. All right, that's just by the way. We relax, you go and relax, okay? Think about Maharaji. Before you go to sleep, think about Radha Krishna, about Maharaji, and you will sleep. Okay?
Okay.
Don't think about worldly things. Don't think about tomorrow where I'm going to play and what will happen when I go to school and if the teacher will scold me and maybe I didn't do my homework proper. Don't worry about it. You do that while you're awake. But when you're going to sleep, before you go to sleep, start thinking about Maharaji. When you met Maharaji, how he spoke to you, shook your hand, he gave you a hug, right? Think about Radharani and Radharani's, you want to get a hug from Radharani too. Okay, and about Sri Krishna, like how you played the part with Sri Krishna. So think about that, and you will see you'll get a nice sleep and you get nice dreams also. Okay? Maybe you get nightmares, so you're scared to fall asleep. But that's when you think about worldly things and you look at worldly shows, right? And the TV and all that, then you get nightmares. But if you think about Maharaji, Radha Krishna, then you will get beautiful dreams. All right? So try that. Okay?
So, if someone commits namaprad and you hear it, but you didn't mean to be there, like, does it still count against you?
Yeah, so Maharaji says, saying something like kusang or namaprad, that's a crime, but the one who's listening to, he's also a criminal. Both are criminal. The one who's saying, double criminal, because he's harming himself and harming others also. But the one who's listening is also a criminal, because that's going to affect you. It's going to go inside the mind and start doing something inside there, create doubts. So Maharaji says, when this happens, you should run away, like when someone sees a cobra is about to strike, you should run so far. When someone is doing kusang or doing namaprad, you don't want to hear. Cover your ears and run from there. Oh, I said, I'm just listening. It's so interesting. That's very dangerous. You are also committing namaprad by listening. All right? So run away from there. Don't stay there. All right? Tulsidas went to the extent of saying, you should pull out that person's tongue. But don't do that. Don't pull out their tongue. Just leave and run away from there. All right? Don't listen. Because it's going to affect you. All right? Negatively. So that is also Namaparad, to listen. You have a question?
I had a question about God and saints existing in one another. So could you go into a little bit more detail about that?
If they are what, sorry?
You said that God and the saints exist in
Each
each
other.
other.
Right,
If you could
right.
expand on that a little bit more, please.
All right, so the thing is that I'll try. If we have, when someone attains godization, right, every power that Sri Krishna has, he gives to that soul. Every power. All right, let me put it another way. In the world, we may have seen and heard about people being possessed by ghosts and spirits. Right? We hear, some people here, we see that. They start speaking on strange subjects and language that they've never heard or read, on things that they've never seen. So this happens. People do get possessed by spirits. So while a person's been possessed by the spirit, whatever he or she does, they're not in control. The spirit is doing. Who is possessing them at that time? That ghost, that spirit. And as long as that spirit possesses that person, everything that they do, so people who are possessed by spirits, they can walk on fire, they can put fire in their mouth. You see these things, people doing this craziness, right? They will take instruments and pierce their body, etc. They are not doing that. The spirit is doing that. All right? And then the spirit leaves. In the same way, there's a supreme ghost, the Holy Ghost. The Supreme Spirit, who is called Nandaput, the ghost called Sri Krishna. He possesses a soul, he also possesses that soul. And just like in the material world, when the person is possessed by a ghost or spirit, that person no longer responsible for what they do, the ghost is doing it. In the same way, when Sri Krishna possesses this person's soul, that soul is no longer responsible. They don't do anything. Everything Sri Krishna is doing. And unlike the material world, that person after a while gets back normal. When the spirit leaves, the spirit enjoys, have a good time, drink some alcohol, eat some meat. Right? It does all these things. Because all spirits, all ghosts is dirty, wrong, bad. Evil people become ghosts and spirits. There's no good spirit. So they leave after a while. In the divine world, once Sri Krishna possesses a soul, that's forever. Sada pashyanti surya tad Vishnu paramam padam. Subalopanishad. The Vedas is saying that soul can never be on a Maya ever again. So from that moment onwards, Sri Krishna becomes the doer. Everything. This is why the scriptures are saying, Jo kare so hari kare. Right? Because Sri Krishna has possessed that person, that soul. So Sri Krishna becomes the doer. And every power, everything Sri Krishna has, he gives to that soul. They become equal in value. For example, I have a wallet here with $100 bill. And I have another wallet here with $10 bills. The notes are different, but the value is the same. So God looks different and the saints look different, but the value is the same. They're one and the same. Right? They have the same power. Okay? So just as Sri Krishna has a power called Yog Maya Shakti, which makes the impossible possible. Yog Maya, not Maya. The saint also has Yog Maya. The difference is Sri Krishna is the governor of Yog Maya. He governs Yog Maya. With the saint, Yog Maya governs the saint. That's the difference. But both can make the impossible possible. There's a difference. Jagat Vyapar Varjam. Right? During the Bhakti Shatak, I explained this. One power, Sri Krishna doesn't give us, say, a soul who becomes a saint. The power of creation. Sri Krishna reserves that power for himself. He creates, he sustains, he destroys. He sits in the heart of all living beings and takes note of their actions and reward and punish them accordingly. This Sri Krishna does. But no saint even wants that. As far as enjoying the divine bliss of Sri Krishna, eternal knowledge, the infinite knowledge of Sri Krishna, the saint, 100% whatever Sri Krishna has, he gives to that saint. So in the Vedanta Sutra it says, Bhogamat Samya Lingacha. As far as the bliss, as far as the knowledge that Sri Krishna has, the saint has the same amount, equal. So that's why saint and God is one. Naradji says in Narad Bhakti Sutra, Tasmins tajane bheda bhavat. There's no difference between God and a saint. Right? They're one and the same. In Bhagavad, Sri Krishna says at many places, in the Bhagavad it says, know the saint to be God personified. Sakshat Bhagavan. When you meet a saint, you are meeting Bhagavan himself. Radharani herself. Right? The scriptures are saying, Sri Krishna says to Uddhav, this is the prayer we all say. Acharya mam vijaniyan navamanyeta karhichit namartya buddhya suyet sarvadeva mayo guru. Bhagavad Mahapurana 11 Canto 17th chapter 27 verse. Shri Krishna says to Uddhav, know the saint. Acharya means saint. Know the saint to be Shri Krishna personified. He's Shri Krishna. Mam Vijaniyan. Don't look at him and think he's a man or a woman. Don't look outwardly. Do not use your material mind and intellect to understand him. You can't, impossible. And know that all forms of God resides in the saint. Right? There's a mantra which is used for Guru, when we pray to Guru. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. It's a mantra people, everybody knows in the world. It's praying, is a mantra for Guru. And people, when they're sleeping, they should get up and stand up. And people next to them should help them out. Maharaji says when somebody is sleeping, you should wake them up, because they're going to become a huge boa constrictor in their next life. You should help them out, Don't let them sleep. Huh? No, I didn't finish yet. Yes, so the prayers were saying, this prayers for the Guru, that know the Guru to be Brahma, who is the creator, know the Guru to be Vishnu, who is the sustainer, know the Guru to be Shiv, who is the destroyer, know the Guru to be the supreme Brahm, Sri Krishna. The Guru is every form of the Supreme Lord, in other words. Alright? So, Guru is God personified. There's no two entity. We can't say Guru is equal to God. You have to have two entities to say equal. To say someone is equal to somebody, then you have to have two entities. There are no two entities. God is saint, saint is God. Alright, so there's one entity. Understand? Alright. She wants to, then I'll just remember your question. एक मिनट वो पूछ रहे वहाँ एक मिनट अभी ये पूछ रही है
Radhe Radhe. Want to know about Divya Bhav. Divya Bhav and Paramhans Avastha are both similar?
There was a saint could also be called Paramhans, right? Because the state of Samadhi.
And I also want to know that normal devotee also can experience that same kind of Divya Bhav?
No.
Never.
Look, to experience divinity, you have to have a vessel, the path,
Yes.
the heart, the mind. The vessel we have is called the mind. Our mind is material.
Yes.
Material mind cannot experience divine God.
Yes.
When you do sadhana and you're practicing sadhana under a saint, and your heart starts purifying through the bhakti you're shed, the tears you're shedding for God and the saint, then Guru will give you the amount of divine experience according to how much your heart, the mind, the vessel, jo patra banaya.
It's pure.
If he gives too much, he will destroy you.
Yes.
So, जितने वो पवित्र हो गया, इतना वो देंगे. As how much you're purified in the heart, so much experience he's going to give you. But you won't experience that yet.
No.
When it's completely pure, when the vessel is made completely pure, then you will experience that. Okay? So before that, we disillusion ourselves and we think, but it's nothing.
Can we
Alright.
experience for a moment even? We
No,
can't?
no, no. This is delusion.
Yes.
We will get experiences like shedding tears,
Yes.
great happiness, joy that you have never
Yes.
experienced in the world.
But it will not last for many.
Yeah,
many
it don't last for
years.
long
Yes.
because our sanskars keep changing.
Yes, yes.
Right? But we will get that kind of experience. We can't see God, we can't attain in every particle see God. Jit dekho tit sham mai hai. That we won't happen yet. Alright?
Yes.
That will only happen in God realization.
Yes.
Alright. He wants to ask
Thank
somebody.
you.
महाराज जी ये जो आप भगवान कृष्ण और राधिका जी को बता रहे हैं ये मथुरा वृंदावन वाले हैं, लेकिन द्वारका वाले कृष्ण जी उनकी क्या पोजीशन है आप ये बताइए।
हाँ तो देखो, आप इंग्लिश नहीं आती आपको? अंग्रेजी समझ में आती? इंग्लिश में? हिंदी में बोलो। नहीं, देखो वो श्री कृष्ण वही श्री कृष्ण है, लेकिन वो जो श्री कृष्ण द्वारका में है इसमें ऐश्वर्य है ज्यादा, इसमें मधुरता बहुत कम है बहुत कम। जो श्री कृष्ण बैकुंठ में उसको महाविष्णु कहते हैं, वहां प्योर ऐश्वर्य है, वहां माधुर्य है ही नहीं, तो वो हमसे मतलब ही नहीं, क्योंकि उसमें माधुर्य नहीं है। वो योगी लोग उसको चाहते हैं, वो हंसते भी नहीं है, एकदम गंभीर रहते हैं, उसको मुस्कुराते नहीं है। उसके इससे ज्यादा मधुरता जो द्वारका में है वो श्री कृष्ण, लेकिन वहां भी ऐश्वर्य बहुत है, क्योंकि वो राजा है ना, वो राजा है, तो वहां ऐश्वर्य बहुत है, माधुर्य बहुत कम है। इससे ज्यादा जो श्री कृष्ण मथुरा में है, तो वो श्री कृष्ण में और माधुर्य आ गया, लेकिन ऐश्वर्य है भी, वहां भी ऐश्वर्य है। इससे ज्यादा है जो श्री कृष्ण वृंदावन में है। वृंदावन में ऐश्वर्य है ही नहीं, माधुर्य है, लेकिन वहां भी माधुर्य का फर्क है। जो श्री कृष्ण ग्वाल बाल के साथ है, सो वो माधुर्य है, वहां ऐश्वर्य नहीं है। वो घोड़ा बन जाते हैं श्री कृष्ण, वो सखा उसको घोड़ा बनाते हैं, वो प्योर भक्ति माधुर्य है। लेकिन इससे ज्यादा जो कुंज में है, जो कुंज की श्री कृष्ण है, वो माधुर्य है जो गोपियों के साथ है, तो वो वहां भाव तक है। तो वह है हमारा लक्ष्य, वहां जाना, कुंज की रस। ठीक है?
Maharaj ji, I have one question.
Yes.
I have heard your lectures and other things very minutely, and I want to know how to achieve realization and what is realization.
Okay, so we hear about this, people talk about self-realization
Yes.
in the world and God realization.
Okay.
And many people, writers in the West, they have made the statement that self-realization is God realization. That is wrong. You see, there are two kinds of Maya. Bhagwan Ram says to Lakshman in Ramayana, Tehi kar bhed sunahu tum dou, Vidya, Apara, Avidya, do. So there are two Mayas. One is Vidya Maya, one is Avidya Maya.
Okay.
So the Jnani, the one who's followed the path of Gyan, he crosses Avidya Maya.
Okay.
He realizes I'm the soul, the Atma. I'm not the body. That is called self-realization, Atma
Okay.
Gyan.
Okay.
But that Jnani falls because Vidya Maya is there still.
Okay.
Sattva Guni Maya. To cross Vidya Maya, Jnani can't do. You have to do bhakti. Through Gyan, not in Kalyug, but through Gyan, you can cross Avidya Maya, Rajogun, Tamogun. Alright? But to cross Vidya Maya, you have to do bhakti. This is what Sri Krishna is saying in Gita when he says, Daivi Hesha Gunamayi. So Gunamayi Maya, वो इसको गुनावरिका माया भी कहते हैं. It's called गुनावरिका Maya, which is Sattva Gun. So Sri Krishna says that is my power, and no one can cross that. Only the one who completely surrenders to him.
Okay.
So bhakti, to cross Vidya Maya, you have to do bhakti. So later on in Gita, Sri Krishna says, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatman Ashurchati Nakangshati Samah Sarveshu Bhuteshu Mad Bhaktim Labate Param. Chapter 18, verse 54. That self-realized soul, Brahma Bhut means self-realized, Paramhans. He is subject to downfall, wo bar bar girega. Until and unless he does Mad Bhaktim, he does bhakti for Sri Krishna. Then he will attain Brahma Gyan. So, Atma Gyan, you have crossed Avidya Maya. Brahma Gyan, you have crossed Vidya Maya also. That person can never fall. But to attain Brahma Gyan, you have to do bhakti. The next verse, Sri Krishna says, Bhaktya mami janati yavan yaschasmi tattvata tato mam tato gyata vishate taranantaram. Chapter 18, verse 55, Gita. Without bhakti, no one can attain Brahma Gyan, knowledge of Sri Krishna. Alright, so there's a big difference. Okay?
That means that self-realization is to go beyond the mind.
Yeah, but there's still two you have to cross. You have to cross Mahan and Prakriti.
Mhm.
That you can't cross through Gyan.
Okay.
Alright, that you need bhakti.
And then in the Gita, Bhagavan says that Nase buddhi ayutasya nasa uktasya bhavana nasa abhav शांति अशांचिते कुतो सुखम. तो जब तक हमारे मन में शांति नहीं रहेगी, जब हम अशांत रहेंगे तो हम सुखी कैसे हो सकते हैं?
This is the whole thing. So the thing is that Shanti will come. Shanti, we call it Sukh, we call it Shanti, when we completely surrender to Sri Krishna. जब सब इच्छाओं जाएंगे, ना वो सब कामनाएं जाएंगे, तो तब शांति मिलेगा. और शांति, ये सब कामनाएं हमको वो जाना नहीं है, वो कामनाएं को बदलना है. वो जो कामना हम करते हैं इस संसार के लिए, उसको बदल दो. कामना करो राधा कृष्ण के लिए, तो वो भक्ति कहते हैं. वो भक्ति बन जाते हैं. उससे शांति मिलेगा, सब कुछ मिलेगा. ठीक है?
थैंक यू.
राधे राधे. Okay, yeah, you had a little remainder.
Once someone told me that we should not be involved in politics and voting. I just wanted to know if that was...
No, voting is okay, because you determine what's going to be happening in the country by your vote. Voting is not a problem. You should not get involved in terms of becoming a politician, because politicians do very bad things. They have to lie, right? They do the dirtiest things, okay? So two things we should be very careful of: law and politics, right? Because you have to lie. You know, a lawyer, he lies, right? Liar, right? You know somebody has committed a crime, but you have to save him because he's your client. You know he's a murderer, so you have to go and lie for him. So these two Maharaji has told us we have to try to stay away from, because we have to do wrong things. All politicians are very bad. They lie, they do the worst thing, right? Just to win. They will do the worst things, all right? So when you say keep away from politics, mean we should not become politician. But voting, you should do. Because your vote determines who's going to be there. And then you'll argue and quarrel, oh, I don't like him, I don't, and you never voted. All right, your vote have to count. Okay? But don't go and run for seat, for pose. All right, we'll do a little kirtan and then we'll finish. नहीं अभी आरती करेंगे ना, आरती करेंगे to finish it out. अच्छा. Now we can do all the aarti because we're finishing the camp.